August Wilson's renowned play, The Piano Lesson, debuted in 1987 at the Yale Repertory Theatre, featuring a then-unknown Samuel L. Jackson as Boy Willie. Its Broadway premiere in 1990 starred Charles S. Dutton as Boy Willie, S. Epitha Merkerson as Berniece, and marked Jackson's Broadway debut as Dutton's understudy. The production garnered 5 Tony nominations, the Drama Desk Award for Outstanding Play, and the New York Drama Critics Circle Best Play Award. Wilson clinched his second Pulitzer Prize for Drama in 1990 for this work, following his earlier win for Fences in 1987. The play was adapted into an acclaimed television movie in 1995. Set in 1936, The Piano Lesson stands as the 4th installment in Wilson's Century Cycle, also known as the Pittsburgh Cycle, a collection of 10 plays, each unfolding in a distinct decade of the 20th century, spotlighting the lives of Black Americans in Wilson's childhood neighborhood, the Hill District of Pittsburgh, excluding Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, 1984, set in Chicago. Wilson drew inspiration for The Piano Lesson from Romare Bearden's painting of the same name. Bearden, celebrated for his collage art and cubist paintings portraying Black American life, was among the influential figures in Wilson's creative constellation, alongside playwright and Black activist Amiri Baraka, poet Jorge Luis Borges, and the blues. Wilson emerged as a towering figure in 20th-century Black American theater. His plays offered genuine portrayals of ordinary middle-class Black Americans grappling with the social issues of their respective eras, capturing the essence of the most significant century in Black history. At the heart of The Piano Lesson lies the titular instrument, a focal point in the Pittsburgh home shared by Doker Charles, his niece Berniece, and Bernice's young daughter Mertha. Boy Willie, Bernice's brother, and his friend Lyman arrived from Mississippi, the family's ancestral home, before the Great Migration. In a bygone era, the Charles family endured enslavement under the ownership of the Sutter family. Following the sudden demise of the latest Sutter heir, who tragically fell into his own well, Boy Willie seizes an opportunity to purchase the land once toiled upon by the Charles family. Accompanied by Lyman and a truckload of watermelons for sale, Boy Willie aims to raise the necessary funds by parting with the family piano. However, Berniece staunchly opposes the idea, urging her brother to depart. She holds Boy Willie accountable for her husband's fatal encounter with law enforcement 3 years prior. The piano holds significant historical value, adorned with intricate carvings of the Charles family's ancestors, crafted by their great-grandfather under duress from Mr. Sutter, their former owner. Decades earlier, Boy Charles, father to Boy Willie and Berniece, conspired with his brothers, Doker and Whining Boy, to liberate the piano and, symbolically, their ancestors. Their endeavor ended in tragedy when Boy Charles perished in a fiery pursuit by authorities after attempting to flee on a train. Legend has it that the spirits of the deceased, dubbed the ghosts of the Yellow Dog after the ill-fated train, seek vengeance by targeting those involved in the fatal incident, pushing them into wells. As tensions escalate between Berniece and Boy Willie over the fate of the piano, the specter of Sutter appears to haunt the household. Berniece interprets these apparitions as accusations against her brother, suspecting him of Sutter's demise. Despite her disbelief in the ghosts of the Yellow Dog, she acknowledges other supernatural forces at play. Mertha, unaware of Sutter's history, witnesses the ghostly manifestations, unsettling Berniece further. Refusing to play the piano herself, Berniece encourages Maritha's musical education, hoping to shield her from the instrument's ominous legacy. Their mother, during her lifetime, mourned their father's passing for 17 years, imbuing the piano with her sorrow and using it as a conduit to commune with their ancestral spirits. Berniece harbors a deep fear of emulating her mother's fate. Meanwhile, Avery Brown, a familiar figure from their Mississippi days turned preacher, expresses his desire to wed Berniece. Despite his persistence, she continually deflects his advances, citing her unreadiness for marriage. As Boy Willie and Lyman achieve success in selling watermelons, Boy Willie's resolve to claim the piano intensifies. However, they encounter an unexpected obstacle when they find themselves unable to move it. Undeterred, Boy Willie sets to work constructing a cart for its transportation, sharing tidbits of the piano's history with Mertha along the way. The spectral presence of Sutter looms larger, prompting Berniece to implore Avery to bless the house and drive out the malevolent spirit. Though hesitant, Avery reluctantly agrees to perform the ritual. Boy Willie, a skeptic of Sutter's ghost but a firm believer in the ghosts of the Yellow Dog, dismisses the apparition as mere imagination. As tensions escalate, Berniece retrieves her late husband's gun, intent on thwarting Boy Willie's plans. Yet, when Boy Willie and Lyman attempt to move the piano, they are all enveloped by the eerie presence of the ghost, including Grace, Lyman's newfound love interest. Avery arrives and begins the exorcism, focusing his efforts on the piano. Initially derisive, Boy Willie's demeanor changes when they hear the ghost upstairs, witnessing Boy Willie's struggle against Sutter's spirit. In a moment of clarity, Berniece realizes her role and takes her place at the piano, invoking their ancestors' aid through song. As her melody fills the room, the spectral disturbances cease, replaced by a sudden train's roar. Boy Willie, profoundly affected, decides to return to Mississippi, cautioning Berniece of the consequences should she neglect the piano. With gratitude, Berniece sings her farewell as Boy Willie departs, leaving behind a sense of peace in the now silent house. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.